Alrighty guys, back at it again. I've been on vacation upgrading some stuff behind me, so I had to do a little learning curve there, so I do apologize. Once again, it's been a while, so I missed you all, and I hope you all are having a fantastic summer. Today here in Orlando is the first day of school, and the kiddies are out learning, so that's why I decided let's do some learning ourselves. If this is your first time watching, please consider smashing that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit the little bell for notifications. If you want to, feel free to follow me on my Instagram page at Adam Your Dog Trainer, where I post pictures of my students on a daily basis. Yes, I do. It's kind of addictive. Lastly, I do have a Facebook page, which is Adam's Dog Trainer YouTube community. Feel free to follow me there and you get a little more insight on what's going on the page or on the channel on a daily basis. And yeah, it's kind of fun. You get to meet a lot of my students are on there too, so you can ask them questions, etc., etc. Alrighty, so let's get to today's mashup. Today's mashup is a special request from Selena. I can't pronounce her last name because you guys all know how I am with pronouncing names. And she wanted something with Victor food. So I picked a great mashup with a superfood versus Victor, trying to see how well Victor would match up. I've had several requests for this particular product and food, so let's see how it does against one of the top in the industry. I went with Victor versus Orijen Tundra, their superfood power food. Tundra is one of the highest protein foods on the market today, considered one of the top 5 selling dog foods. Alrighty, I will see you guys after our 3-hour time lapse. Let's get to it. Deuces. Alrighty guys, back at it again. Today we have Orijen Tundra, one of their top of the line, most expensive dog foods out on the market, versus Victor, all natural, grain free. Alright. There we go, our 2 cups of white vinegar. So it matches the pH of a dog's stomach. I will see you in 3 hours, and yes, it is football season, preseason actually. See you guys in a minute. Deuces. Alrighty, so after the 3-hour time lapse, you saw what I saw. The Tundra tended to break down a little bit, actually had some floaties go down to the bottom, which is what we know we want to see. Very little bubbles on the top. Compare that to the Victor, which did have a lot of bubbles on the top. So let's take a look. So here is the Tundra. Alright, and it has that nice ambery, you can almost barely see my finger through the back there. That's not so good, but it's okay. But we did have a lot of breakdown at the bottom here, which that is stellar. Not a lot of bubbles build up around the top here. You can see a few up there, but not too many. Alrighty, pretty decently broken down. I'm actually kind of impressed. The vinegar did a good job breaking that food down. So let's compare that to the Victor. So this is the Victor, which as you notice, it's almost crystal clear. Alright, I mean a little ambery color, but not a lot. Very little breakdown on the bottom, which tells me that the food actually expanded more than it did break down. Alright, there was a lot of bubbles. You can even see the bubbles right up there. You can see all the little bubbles right there. And if I do a little swirly, You can see the buildup around the rim. I don't know if you can see it through the glass there. I will give you a top view. So this was taken at just at the 3-hour mark when I just finished filming the time lapse. I took this snapshot. So take a look at that, and you can really see the bubble difference between the two brands. You know, diving into the ingredients though, I do have to say that the Victor does look impressive, but there's a lot of misleading there. If you're interested in that brand, I would do a little more research and try to find something probably a little more mainstream than this particular product. The food is very difficult to find, and there are much easier and better foods you can find in your local pet stores, such as a Petco or PetSmart, and you can go there and talk to their nutrition specialists, who, by the way, are very, very well educated on all aspects of dog food and cat food. With this one, I would have to take this one to Tundra. Tundra being that super power food that we know that it is. It is probably the most expensive food that I have in my arsenal of dog foods. So I wanted to put this up against a really good food to see how it is. There's been a lot of requests for it, so I wanted to put it up against the Lamborghini of dog foods. So we went with Tundra, and I know it was kind of unfair, but maybe next time I'll do something a little bit more comparable. But, you know, I just wanted to give everyone a real good judgment of what this food ultimately ends up looking like at the end of the day. Alrighty guys, you leave comments below, let me know what you think I need to do for the next mashup. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. See you guys.